I'm going to change subjects real quickly. I'm just going through the list. I'm not going to ask you whether or not you wrote this report. I think that was largely a rhetorical set of questions since the questioner at the same time asked you to answer those questions. But just for the record, would you please state whether anyone else wrote this report with you?
I wrote the report.
And is there anybody else who's a member of firechiefs.com?
No.
Okay, so this is your report and your work.
Yes, I'm the principal of firechiefs.com.
And it is based upon your experience?
It's based on a combination of interviews that I did, as well as consultation with other professionals in the field from other departments and water rescue programs, and my own experience in hostage negotiations and water rescue.
How do you, so let me go to something else that speaker addressed. How do you explain the differential between the 54-degree water temperature that you cited and the readings that the buoys cited?
I got my information from a website also called windsurf.com, in which has a sensor mounted in the water along next to the USS Hornet, which, you can go to the website and gather historical information about date and time based on what that sensor collected.
So let's say that the buoy information that was placed into the record by the questioner was actually more correct. Wouldn't that have indicated a longer time period for the survivability window than yours?
It would be a longer survivability, and again, the assumption that the fire department and police department were operating on, that they had, again, they were operating under a misbelief, but nonetheless, it was their belief that they had a proper type boat with people trained and equipped to deal with a situation on the way.
So if the water had been warmer, you would have expected him to survive longer.
Correct. Even at 54 degrees, as I mentioned before, the table that I refer to that's published by the United States Life Saving Association that's in my report, it's reflective of someone who is in deeper water, who's actually treading water, swimming in colder water, not just standing in it. So even based on that chart, the expected survivability would be longer. Now, to be honest, I have no information that the department had that information to them at the time. The information at the time was based on a judgment made by a member of the department based on their experience.